I started in 1978 at a firm called Central Trucks, which was a Ford truck main dealership. I served my apprenticeship there for 4 years, and due to a motorcycle accident I had a lot of time off of work, and things were difficult when I went back, so I started work for myself in 1988. And the business was formed basically as I started off mobile. I did that for getting on for 10 years, and then we came down the premises that we're in now in '97, and we've been here ever since. Basically all of it, with a couple of exceptions. An ECU test machine I bought from a company that's now defunct, and that wasn't such a good move. And all of the test equipment I've bought over the years, such as injector cleaning equipment, and they've all been good investments. Nothing no one thing can actually pay itself back. I think it's a myth that people put about that the equipment will pay you back. But basically it helps your credibility as a repairer if you can complete the repair. If you're not subbing out to other subcontractors, it does help your business as such. We offer most repairs, apart from body shop, which we sub out to another garage. General service and repairs, MOTs, and diagnostics. We do a lot of diagnostics for the rest of the trade. We do air conditioning work. We've developed that over the last few years. Wheel alignment, we've got 2 wheel alignment systems that we run. We did do a fair bit of ECU testing, but again, as I've said before, the machine is now basically run its course. So we know if we do any ECU testing, it has to be subbed out, which I don't particularly like the idea of that, because you're losing control of the repair. Yeah, just recently we've had our local Citroen agent has closed down, so we've now taken on a fully trained Citroen technician, and we are starting to specialise a bit in Citroens, but we're not going away from our core customers, which are general repairs. Initially by word of mouth. When I first started off in a van, I found I had enough work to do without actually advertising, which is a bit lazy of me, and basically giving out of cards. I was doing, as a lot of technicians do, a lot of private work when I worked for the Ford dealers, but I found that overrun what I was doing, and I found I was working more at weekends than I was during the week. And I started off by being mobile. Once I started doing the mobile business, the work just expanded, and it was purely by word of mouth. Recently we have done some adverts, hence with the Citroen connection, basically to pull the Citroen work in, which we're finding has got its plus sides, it's also got its downsides. Actual customer care and actually wanting to do the job properly. We don't compromise repairs by putting cheap parts on. We won't allow the control of the repair to be outsourced as such. We like to make sure that we fit a quality part and the job is done right first time. As soon as we're asked to compromise by using substandard bits or second-hand parts, normally we'll walk away from the job rather than just do the job just for the hell of it. Various trade shows we go to, various trade conferences, the internet. We do subscribe to various companies' bulletins which come through the door, and basically talking to other mechanics, technicians. Some of it is a problem, but by and large we do get round it. I would say that recently we had to buy an injector puller because we had a problem with a stuck injector in a Sprinter, and the injector puller did do exactly what it said on the tin and pulled it out in no time at all, which has saved us hours and hours, and it saved the customer, more importantly, a lot of expense of cylinder head removal. So in the last year I'd have said that was probably the best thing we bought. Our general core customers that have been with us for, some of them for as long as 20 years plus, do, and they've actually said they won't go out anywhere else. Recently the advert has brought in a few customers that are used to a main dealer and seem to have an attitude that because our workshop isn't as big, we're not as good. We haven't got a fancy showroom, so that makes us substandard, when I like to think it's the reverse.